Hello, it's Dr. Heisinger, the Infidelity Coach, and I'm continuing my Q&A series on surviving infidelity. And today we're looking at the question, how do I get rid of the negative, disturbing images and thoughts that keep running through my being? Let me start by saying that which you resist usually persists. What I mean by that is the more that you try to get rid of them, the more that you try to fight those disturbing thoughts and images, in essence you're giving them more power. And they probably will increase in intensity or at least continue to be highly disturbing to you. So instead of trying to get rid of them or resist them, instead begin to acknowledge them. What you have here is you have a part of you in terms of these negative thoughts and images that is sending a message to you and saying to you in essence, this part of you or something in you is in need of healing. It's in need of restoration. These disturbing images and thoughts point to a part of you, a core of you that is struggling with something. So it's vitally important to pay attention to those, to acknowledge that, and in essence learn from them. And as you do that, the intensity and the frequency of these thoughts and images will dissipate over time. A way to get at that is when you have this image or when you have this thought and it persists, ask yourself the question, what does this image or what does this thought mean to me? What does it mean to me that I'm having this image, this specific thought? What does it mean to me that I'm having it? And what you probably will discover, and most people discover, is that it means that a part of you is feeling inadequate. A part of you says, something's happening here that I can't do. When I imagine my spouse being with the other person, sexually or otherwise, I imagine them being together in a way that I can't be or don't want to be. Perhaps that's an issue. Or I imagine them being together in a way that I would like to be together with someone, and so I'm blocking something. A particular sexual image may mean that I feel terribly inadequate sexually at that particular point in time. That's why I'm having that image. Or I'm having an image or a thought because I believe that something's wrong with me, or this image, this thought brings up the thought that something's wrong with me, or that I'm inadequate in some way, or that I'm stuck in some way. So pay attention to these images and disturbing thoughts, and you'll probably learn a great deal. Another trick that I sometimes use with people is to measure the intensity of the images or the thoughts. Measure them on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being as bad as it can get. And over a period of time, you'll see the fluctuations in the intensity and the frequency of the images. One final thing, I was trained in a process called EMDR, Eye Movement Desensitization and Reprocessing, and it's a powerful tool. I've found it to be a powerful tool to help people deal with images and thoughts that tend to traumatize them. So seek out a therapist who is qualified, who's had 2 levels of training in EMDR. That also may be helpful to you if you find it very, very difficult to break your pattern here of these images and these thoughts.
If you have more questions about infidelity, I suggest you click the link below. Over the years, I've developed a number of courses, and this specific course will help you focus on the top questions that people ask when they discover infidelity or are extremely confused about what's happening with their infidelity situation. For example, you'll bump into the top 10 questions, top 10 common questions that people ask. I also have an extensive section on the top 10 questions people should ask when confronted with infidelity. And I have an interview that offers specific information about infidelity. So get clarity, get understanding, and get in control of your thinking and your feelings. Click the link below. Also, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe. That would be helpful for me. All right, glad you're here. Thank you. Take care. And I want you to know that this too shall pass.